back to Let's Play MoneySeize.
Yep.
Tim is here. And yeah, we're gonna play more of this. But anyway, Yo Sniper told me a couple things. For one thing, I apparently don't have to worry about multiple endings, because there isn't really an ending hardly anyway. And he also gave me a tip for some of the tougher levels. I don't remember if he said something else. It's been like a week and a half since I played this. But yeah, that means we're gonna go ahead and
fall to your death.
Yes. I'm pretty sure this is... Yeah, the green birds are the ones that you can't double jump. Wait, how am I supposed to... Okay. Oh yeah, also, yeah, I remember what else he told me. There are supposedly 10 secret levels. There's 1,010 coins total, which if you do the math, that means there would be 40 levels, I believe. 40 main levels, and apparently there are 10 secret levels with 1 coin each, making a total of 110 secret coins. I mean 10... There's 1,000 coins total, and there's 10 secret coins.
Yeah.
Wait a second. This is gonna be a fun time.
That's true.
But yeah, there's like 40 levels, I think.
That was definitely the weird thing. Just jump right into the bird. Bird is the word.
Oh, I was thinking maybe you could go, like, loop around and hit the bird from over there. Stop double jumping!
You know, the character kind of...
Oh, wait, hang on. I forgot about the super jump thing. Okay.
The main character kind of reminds me about PF Moneybags, you know, from Monopoly.
Well, that's the character. That's kind of character he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be like the rich top hat kind of guy. Okay, what is this level? Oh yeah, this. While I was, you know, like while I was editing footage and stuff, I was watching this, and I kind of realized something about how to get this. It's actually kind of simple, except I just screwed it up.
Ow.
I'm not worrying about that green bird just yet. I want to get these 2 coins over here. Okay. Basically, you just have to shoot down as quickly as you can and get the coins and then use the spring to bounce back up.
Yeah.
It's not really that hard to figure out. I don't know why I couldn't figure it out before. Wait, oh! Okay, never mind. That's more...
Did he just lose his head?
Yeah, I think he did.
Well, talk about keeping a level head. He lost his head. Times like this, it's important to always keep your head.
Okay, that's not exactly working. Maybe I just have to jump back up really quickly. Which is not going to happen here. I'm going to go ahead and get this golden bird. Ah. You gotta be so pixely perfect with this game. Okay, that's how I do that. Gotcha.
Bird is the word.
I think the real question now is how in the world do you get to that green bird without double jumping? Because I can't figure it out. Unless, wait. Oh no, I think I just figured it out. Wow, you know, I can't believe they actually want me to do that. I actually have to do that dash jump all the way up through there. Man, double jumping is like a force of habit, I swear.
Man, there needs to be some scary horror games out there. Like, I mean...
Oh, crap. Oh, wait.
You know what I find to be strange, though? He looks like he's the world's richest man. Why can't he just pay the programmers to get him through it?
Ha! Oh, no, wait. Ah. You know what's funny about that, though? The whole reason he's collecting this money is to build a tower. The tower basically builds up throughout the game, but if he's so rich, I mean, just look at the guy. Look at his clothes. The guy's obviously a rich man already. Why doesn't he just, like, pay to build the tower? Why does he have to, like, go all Super Mario to get all these coins?
Yeah.
The guy clearly has enough money already. Just... Okay, how the heck...
It's just like Ape Escape. You have to catch him.
Hold on, I think I might see what to do here. I think. No, I cannot do that.
Well, I think I figured it out why the guys, the main character is not paying, is not paying the developers to get past everything. He has a lapse of judgment. I mean, it's just like, it's like when Chris and all the other guys were, when I was visiting Chris, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I think it was either one of his friends or one of his relatives. We were driving down this one road, and this story ended up becoming pretty famous. I mean, even Jeff Foxworthy, known about it. Well, Aaron was driving, and we just slammed into something. We thought we hit a kid or something.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're all freaking out, thinking, well, we all get out of the car.
It wasn't a kid, I hope.
It wasn't even a kid. It was
Good.
a beaver.
A beaver.
And I mean, Aaron, was making sure, the beaver was, unhurt and things like that, because he did go to medical school for about 3 years. But, was wanting to become a doctor, but ended up failing. But he did have some medical expertise.
There we go.
Well, he had a lapse of judgment and did one thing you should never do if you end up injuring a beaver. Grabbing it by its tail.
Yep, he got his nipple bitten off as a result. I know the story.
Yeah, but I don't think the people know about it.
I don't know if you've ever told this story, no. Also, guess what, everyone? We get to go to new levels now. Let's see what horrors await on level 16.
He picked up the beaver, and, it startled the beaver just enough that it sparked him out of, being knocked out. And the beaver, out of pure instinct, grabbed onto the first thing it could get. His nipple. did not bite it, bit it off. O-F-F off, bit it off. And I mean, he was cursing, screaming, yelling, and cussing, and, you know, screaming all over the place, trying to get the thing off his nipple. And, like, when he finally got the thing off, I mean, we were all giving him crap. And, like, it was about maybe a month or 2 months after that, him and a couple of his buddies were out, going to the Jeff Foxworthy thing. And he, got a chance to meet him. And he was actually telling Jeff Foxworthy about how he got his nipple bitten off by a beaver. And that's how, like, the story ended up becoming famous. Because, I mean, let's face it, the first thing you automatically think of when you hear some guy got his nipple bitten off is, how in the hell does that happen? You know?
Only if you're a major idiot.
Yeah. But, I mean, we all have lapse of judgments. You know, it's part of what makes us human. I mean, not every single person out there could be Goku or Pinkie Pie. Of course, if everyone was Pinkie Pie, it would be pretty freaking confusing.
It would be. And it would also be very annoying.
I mean, one Pinkie Pie is decent enough.
Well, then again, maybe not. If we were all Pinkie Pie, that means we would all love to party and just be crazy 24/7. So I guess none of us would get annoyed if we were all Pinkie Pies. Nobody would care. Okay, that's getting... Oh, come on.
That was funny.
This is a lot harder than it looks, I'm telling you. You're not the one at the keyboard. I'm scared to know what the final, like, levels are gonna be like. Like, levels 30 to 40. Like, we're not even halfway done yet. Let alone the secret levels. Yo Sniper said that if you manage to get all 110 coins, or 1,010 coins in this game, then you're basically the ultimate master. Well, I'm gonna be the ultimate master because I'm going to get all these freaking coins. Man, I did not know what I was getting myself into when I started LPing this, though. I was thinking it might just be like a 10, 20 minute little flash game, and it turns out that I kind of landed myself into something more difficult than some I Want to Be the Guy fan games.
Yeah, my Cheetos were on there.
Cheez-Its.
No, Cheetos.
Yeah.
They were on there.
Wait, what the? Oh, hell.
That was a very pretty death.
I see what they want me to do. I think I have to jump over that without double jumping. Okay. I'm not quite sure. Whoa! Alright. You know what? I'll live with that. I am going to end this level. think I can jump up there. Crap. Okay. Man, getting to that golden bird is going to be somewhat of a hassle, I believe.
Just think of it this way. You're a rare chocobo hunter. You're out to find the golden chocobo.
If I had a chocobo, I'd be able to just fly up there. I wouldn't have to worry about all this wall jumping. Which isn't hurting my hand yet, thankfully. We're already up to 16 minutes. Why does time pass so quickly while playing this game? You gotta be so fast to get that. Also, yeah, I'm going to try not to let this video go as long as the last one did. I wouldn't normally do a video that long unless it was like special circumstances, like a gigantic story segment or something, or like a humongous like thing that I actually want all in one video. Like if I'm playing an RPG or something and I want to have like a whole dungeon or a whole giant series of cutscenes in one video or something. I might make videos between 40 minutes and an hour long, but for games like this, I want to keep it around 30 to 35.
Oh man, that Link Between Worlds looks pretty epic.
It does.
Those of you who don't really
I'm sure everyone knows at this point.
Yeah, but I'm just saying.
Go ahead and explain it if you want, though.
If those of you out there who don't really know what A Link Between Worlds is, it's just the name of the Link to the Past sequel. That's the actual official name for it. Is
most gamers follow E3, so they would probably know that.
Yeah, I know. It's just there's always that 1% that never really pay attention.
Very true.
I
see what they want us to do there. Wait, what? Oh no, I just realized there's a green bird up there. I was not even paying attention to that. You mean I have to... Oh no.
Oh yes. And the Kool-Aid Man pops down the door.
You're telling me... You are telling me I have to get through this level without double jumping? I have to get all the way over to that bird without double... Oh.
Well, if it helps you feel any better, I'm still stuck on Trade Geef.
Who will become the guy first, him or Bird? Bird again. Oh yeah, Bird is the guy. We just don't know it yet. That was not really meant to be a Bird impersonation, because I can't impersonate Bird.
I could. I just choose not to. Man, his anger is legendary.
Well, I could, but yeah. My grandparents don't really like loud screaming. So I try to keep it down. just got messaged. Hang on, I need to tell him I'm busy. Okay. Alright.
How the hell did that happen?
I hit shift accidentally. My mind keeps going back to I want to be the guy when playing this.
Well, at least it's not Karnov. That game is just... I can't believe they made that game specifically just to get us back.
Where exactly did you hear that?
I don't really know. I mean, I think maybe I heard it on G4 or something. Because I know it was something game related, like on TV. I just don't remember where. I do know that it was actually on, like, G4, the channel. I just don't remember where. They made that game specifically just to get us back for some war or something. I forgot what it is.
Ah, so freaking close. Okay. This level.
Man, there needs to be another Mortal Kombat game. It really does. I mean, Mortal Kombat might have much in the story department, but I mean, if you consider the fact that Microsoft pretty much killed off Killer Instinct, you know.
Oh boy, the Xbox One. I still don't want one. I mean, even though they revoked the whole DRM thing. The system really just doesn't interest me.
Yeah. I mean, even if it was from the backlash or getting an electronic business commission degree or whatever it was, I mean, either way, they were forced to shut it down.
Not shut it down.
But, like...
They were forced to basically remove the whole used game restriction things.
Yeah.
Which is a big step in the right direction, but, you know, Kinect is still watching you masturbate.
Yeah. The PlayStation 4 will...
Of course, that's not the only reason I still object to the Xbox One. I don't really think any of the exclusives on it really look that interesting so far, and plus the fact that half the games they showed for it are also going to be on PlayStation 4. Plus the fact that the PlayStation 4 is like, it's entirely a game console. It's dedicated to the gamers.
Yeah.
Whereas the Xbox One tries to be this all-in-one media center and doesn't even do a good job at it. You know what they say, a jack of all trades, a master of none. I mean, I don't think I need to go into any details on the Xbox One, because I'm sure at this point everyone knows about all that crap.
Yeah, I mean, it's like... It's kind of like the PS Vita. Okay, like PS Vita when it first came out, I mean, the system itself was phenomenal in its graphic power.
It's almost equivalent to a PlayStation 3, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I've seen some games on it. I've seen Uncharted Golden Abyss, and it looks really, really good.
But the fact that the chip, the memory stick that they were using, it just sucked.
Yeah, they're like, hey, pay $100 for a memory card or you can't save your games. Like, really?
It's like, I mean, I could go to Dollar General and buy myself a micro SD card for no less than $20. I mean,
that's why it's crap. You can buy an SD card with, like, the same with the same amount of storage space as that memory card has, but at like less than half the price. In fact, way less than half the price.
I mean, they sell micro SD cards, all over the place.
Yes, did it!
And that's the part about the PS Vita that pissed me off, is because, they wanted...
Well, that's why nobody wanted the thing at first, and I don't even know what the prices of those memory cards are now.
I would be able to understand if they had some problems with the software that they were using for it. But, when the PSP came out, it was phenomenal for its time, and it was really, really overly expensive for a handheld, because it was the first handheld in U.S. history that actually required a physical game disc to be played inside of the system. And the fact that it's...
That's not why it was expensive. It was expensive because it's Sony.
Yeah. But, if you also add into the fact that it had things that no normal game system of that time really had. Most handhelds, they had cartridges or chips that actually had the games on them. For the PSP, it had the UMD, which is basically a game disc, but in a small canister thing that held the disc in place.
Mm-hmm.
But, it was really expensive when the game system came out, which is fairly understandable considering what they went through to get the damn thing made. But, the system worked, it was actually saving, and plus you didn't have to pay out the ass for separate, crap.
I don't even remember if you had to buy a memory card for the PSP, or if it came with one.
Yeah.
Because I've had mine for years, but, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember having to, though. You also had to buy one for the PlayStation 2. Which I didn't know when I first got a PlayStation 2. I got Metal Gear Solid 3, because, I got a PlayStation 2 pretty late, and it's... I'm not going to say late in its life, because, I got it, probably 4, 5, 6 years after release. I got it sometime around the time Metal Gear Solid 3 came out, I think. And I remember thinking that it would come with a memory card, but I didn't have a memory card. And I wound up having to play Metal Gear Solid 3 with no memory card. Needless to say, I didn't get very far in it. But the next day I got a card.
Yeah, I still remember,
It's amazing that the PlayStation 2 just only recently stopped production. That system went on for so long.
Yeah. If you consider the fact that, the graphic power of the system itself really blossomed when it hit its middle point, it was way above its time when it actually first came to the scene.
Not really.
No, for graphic power.
The Dreamcast had graphic power almost equivalent to a PlayStation 2, and that thing was out for a couple of years before the PlayStation 2. So I wouldn't say the PlayStation 2 was ahead of its time. Besides, the Xbox had better graphical capabilities than a PlayStation 2. And it came out, I'm not sure when it came out. 2003, 2004. Not too...
I still remember when this...
Maybe 2000? I don't know.
I still remember when the Super Nintendo came out back in...
I'm bad with exact dates.
I still remember the day when the Super Nintendo came out, and that thing
This
cost...
part is so hard.
Let's see, we ended up getting the Super Nintendo, and it's near its release date at Christmas time. And the system, plus if you add in some of the games that we had, which we still have, by the way, the damn thing still works. I am amazed that actually managed to get the thing still working. Not even a problem with it.
Wait, you still have a Super Nintendo?
My dad does.
Oh.
Still works.
I thought you meant you had one at your house, because I've never seen one at your house.
No. But, Dad's Super Nintendo, it still works. And that thing was bought only a few...
Well, Nintendo systems last a long time. Nintendo builds their systems good.
Yeah, but who would have thought that the system would last this long? I mean, we bought that thing close to the date when the system first came out. We bought that thing on Christmas Day. We all went to the store, spent $200 on the system itself, and a few extra bucks to get a couple games, like Zelda 1, Zelda 2. I do remember we ended up getting Super Mario Brothers for it, too.
You're talking about the Super Nintendo? Those are original Nintendo games. The Super Nintendo couldn't play Nintendo games.
No, I'm saying...
It wasn't backwards compatible.
No, what I'm saying is, they were, like... It was a Mario game with the games that we bought.
Oh.
And the system alone cost us $200. It was pretty expensive for its time. And now,
finally I got through that and I died!
I mean, and when you consider the fact that the systems that we are making now, like the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, the Nintendo 3DS, or maybe one day in the future a 4DS, that'll be amazing. I mean, if systems like this, like the ones we're making now, were released back in the late 90s, can you imagine the graphic power and how expensive those systems would be?
We had this discussion before we started recording, and I'm going to say the same thing I said then. We would be in virtual reality at this point. Screw game consoles, screw controllers, we would be in the games themselves. If gaming and technology was that advanced back then at this point, it would just be mind-blowing.
Yeah, but like, it's sort of scary when you think about it. I mean, like, the PlayStation 4 has like, what, it's like 8 or 9 cores?
I don't know. I just know that it has 8 gigs of RAM and, something else they keep talking about. It's like GDDR5 or something. I don't know exactly what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I was showing the specs to my mom.
I'm not really a hardware guy. I'm not exactly sure what it amounts to. I just know that it means the system is really freaking powerful.
Yeah, I mean, I was showing the specs to my mom.
They say it's as powerful as the current, like... They say it's basically more powerful than a PC, but... That right there, I kind of have to call them out on, because you can't ever really get more powerful than a PC, because PC is, like, always changing and always evolving, and always getting better. Like, it may be equivalent to the current day PCs, but after about a year or so, PC will outclass the PlayStation 4, and PC will be stronger.
Yeah. I mean, I was showing my mom the specs.
Plus, don't forget that PCs are actually used to actually create the games as well. Think about it. The PCs are actually used to animate and create the games.
Yeah.
So, obviously, the PC would have to have capabilities
far beyond
similar to or stronger than the PlayStation 4 to actually make a PlayStation 4 game. At least I think they would.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know technical lingo, so I was actually showing my mom the specs of the PlayStation 4, you know, so she can explain in layman terms, and she was blown away by it. I mean, like, she was explaining...
And it's $100 less. $400 less. It's $100 less than the Xbox One.
Dude, if it was $400 less than the Xbox One,
that would be $100, and Sony would, even if everyone bought the PlayStation 4, Sony would not make enough money off a $100 system.
Yeah.
But apparently the reason the PlayStation 4 is cheaper is because Sony isn't using their own parts. I heard Sony is actually, like, using, like, outside parts. Like, I guess they buy their parts from someone. It's Sony-produced parts that apparently make most of their stuff so expensive.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons that it's, you know, so much cheaper than the PlayStation 3 was at launch is because they're, yeah. Plus the fact there's no backwards compatibility, which does kind of suck. Because I never had a PlayStation 3. It would have been nice if the PS4 had backwards compatibility, so then I could just get a PS4 and I'd instantly have access to 2 whole worlds of games, but
you know what
I'll still have to get a PS3 someday.
You know what would have been a really cool feature for the PlayStation 4? Is, like, let's say you're getting ready to go on a really big trip, and you don't, you know, you just rented a game. Well, you'll only have, you know, maybe a few days to play the game. So what you could do is install the game on your hard drive, and then that way when you return the game, you can actually play that game without a disc on the actual system. That would have been a really cool feature. But not to mention how difficult it would be just to get the thing to do that.
Speaking of doing stuff, I don't see how to do this. I mean, obviously, I have to... I have to... Yeah. I have to, like, get down there and hit that trampoline without actually double jumping. Okay. You know what? We'll do this next video, because this video is kind of going on. See you guys.